The silent guardian of the fallen city in the heart of a crumbling city, beneath storm-dark skies and towering ancient pillars, stood a man carved from stone. His gaze never wandered, his arm stretched toward the horizon, not to command an army, but to point toward a path that few dared to walk. Around him lay the shattered remains of empires that once believed themselves eternal. Kings had marched through these streets with crowns of gold. Generals had celebrated victories that filled history books. Merchants had chased endless wealth until their names disappeared like dust in the wind. Everything they fought to possess was gone. Only the silent guardian remained. Travelers from every corner of the world stopped before the statue. Some laughed at its silence. Others admired its strength. A few stood there for hours, unable to explain why they suddenly felt their restless minds become still. An old philosopher once told his students, "The statue is not teaching with words. It teaches with its existence." Many years before the city fell, there lived a man named Cassian. He was not born into greatness. He was an ordinary citizen who dreamed of becoming extraordinary. Like many people, he believed happiness waited beyond success, wealth, and the approval of others. So he chased applause. He worked until sunrise, argued to prove himself right, collected possessions to impress strangers, and exhausted himself trying to build an image the world would admire. Yet every victory felt smaller than the last. Every compliment demanded another achievement. Every moment of pride faded before another fear arrived. His life became a prison built from other people's opinions. One evening, after losing everything in a political struggle, Cassian wandered through the ruins outside the city walls. Rain poured from the heavens. Lightning illuminated broken columns that had once supported magnificent temples. There he met an old man sitting peacefully beneath a collapsed archway. The old man had nothing. His clothes were worn. His hands were empty, yet his eyes carried a peace richer than any emperor. Cassian asked, "How can you sit so calmly when everything around us has fallen?" The old man smiled, "Because I never built my life upon what could fall." Those words pierced deeper than any sword. For the first time, Cassian realized he had spent his entire life protecting things that time would inevitably destroy. Money could vanish, beauty would fade, power would pass to another, praise would become silence. But character belonged to the one who guarded it. From that night forward, Cassian stopped trying to conquer the world. Instead, he began conquering himself. Every morning before sunrise, he stood alone in silence. He disciplined his thoughts before speaking. He mastered his emotions before reacting. He listened more than he argued. He worked more than he complained. He allowed insults to pass through him like wind through ancient trees. People called him weak because he no longer fought every battle. They mistook silence for surrender. But Cassian understood a truth few ever discover. The loudest person often carries the weakest mind. The strongest soul has no need to announce its strength. Years passed. Wars came and went. Rulers rose and disappeared. The city that once celebrated power slowly collapsed beneath the weight of its own pride. Yet the story of Cassian survived. Not because he conquered nations. Not because he accumulated treasures. But because he mastered the only kingdom every human truly owns, their own mind. Generations later, artists carved his likeness from unbreakable stone. They raised it among the ruins so every traveler would remember one timeless lesson: do not waste your life chasing attention. If this story resonated with you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us on this journey. Stay with us for more timeless wisdom, and remember, virtue, wisdom, unmoved. See you in the next story.